As always, I should probably turn that down before copyright. Alright. I guess we'll use this as our catch-up time until our audience. Welcome to the Jesus and James Show, also known as Wonder After Dark. Honestly, that's a very appropriate title, the Jesus and James Show. Okay, my apologies, my ass is hurting. Anyway, yeah, welcome to the show. My apologies for the skin present. I got pretty hot earlier. Anyway, tonight on the show, well, I had two choices. On the previous episode, which ran a little too long, I was presented with the choice of talking about either Batman 19, where the Son of God and a Christian talk about police. Also, hey, look, you finally admitted you're a Christian. You are not a Christian. That's, I would say, we're the loosest definition. Anyway, I own a Bible. Anyway, 3 minutes in and already the audience is going at it with each other. Anyway, I read every hour. Okay. Previously on the show, on last night's episode, which ran a little too long, we had two choices. I was given the choice to either talk about Batman 1966 or Ninja Turtles 1990. I'm going to flip the script. I'm going to talk about Ninja Turtles 1990. That is true. Anyway, I mean, to be fair though, before I continue, the only true Bible is the book in My Little Pony. Why can't two legends coexist? Today, call me she. Noted. Anyway, so I guess Dragon's here. She's pretty cool. Anyway, but where I was going with this. I'm going to flip the script, and instead of talking about Ninja Turtles 1990 directly, I'm just going to use it as a transition to talk about fuck all whatever. Okay, there it is. So, the first of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles I'm not even going to comment on that, because it's just pure instigator. But anyway, the first of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movies, released in 1990 by New Line Cinema. I actually really don't know what you would call this. I mean, it's a really good movie, but I don't know whether or not to say that it's based on the cartoon. I don't know whether or not to say it's based on the comics. It's kind of its own thing. Like, it takes inspiration from the 1987 cartoon, but it also kind of has the darker tone of the comics. It's in this really weird middle ground that I'm not quite sure how to pinpoint. But anyway, the 1990 Ninja Turtles movie. I didn't watch it today, but actually I'm just going to verbatim. Dragon here says TMNT 1 and 2 are great. And we don't talk 3. Indeed, we don't. But Dragon, she's right. TMNT 1990 is a great movie. Of the 3, okay, well, fuck it, here's my ranking. Yes, I do own all 3 on DVD, and yes, I do own 3 outright. Okay. Ironically, I'd say the ranking for these movies is reverse release order. So this is the worst one. Secret of the Ooze is pretty good, but not as good as the first. The best one, in my opinion. I mean, both of these movies are really good, but this is my favorite of the 2. So, yeah. But TMNT 1990. Well, I mean, we know what the movie is about, so I'm just going to read the plot synopsis verbatim off the DVD. After waiting in a puddle of radioactive waste, These radical reptiles are transformed into New York City's greatest crime-fighting quartet. Featuring a soundtrack with MC Hammer, this film will captivate adults and kids alike with its blend of humor. Okay, that is a word I've never noticed before. I'm stupid. And martial arts action. Don't miss this blockbuster movie. You'll have one shell of a good time. I never have a shell of a good time, except for when I'm watching this movie. But yeah, Ninja Turtles 1990. I wish I could give my full thoughts on the movie, but I really cannot. Not because I don't want to, but because it's just a great movie. Like, we kind of know that at this point. Also, what does it say here? I got a copy of the first movie from Pizza Hut in 2004. Strangely, that is not the weirdest fast food promotion ever. Anyway, but even though Pizza Hut is not technically fast food, but whatever. Remember when Pizza Hut used to have, like, the weird, like, slanted roof? But anyway, God, there goes my ass again. But Wonder After Dark, the only show where I am probably constipated at all times. Ninja Turtles eat pizza. Yeah, so it's really not that weird of a fast food tie-in at all. But anyway, where I was going with this. But I would talk about the movie itself. I would talk the movies themselves. Wow, Canada really does exist in a whole other world, from what I can tell. But anyway, I would talk the movie itself. I would talk... Oh, wait, what does this say? The 90s were peak when it comes to controversial sequels. TMNT 3, Alien 3, and Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Well, I've seen 2 of those. I have Mortal Kombat Annihilation, but I've never gotten around to watching it. That's one of my worst habits. Buying a ton of movies and then hardly having the time. Anyway, I would talk the movie itself. I would talk the trilogy itself. Which, by the way, TMNT 3 is terrible, but can I just say, I like the uniformity. I like the uniformity. I like the consistency. just gonna casually call him a dummy. Okay, he's totally not gonna cry later, but anyway. Alright. But I guess I'll use this... Okay, yeah, that is true. You said specific. Anyway. I'm going to use this, though, as a transition to talk about something else, but still related. Don't be an ass. There's a certain somebody I want to say that to. Anyway. A certain somebody has certainly put me in a mood over the last almost 2 months. Fuck you. Anyway. Oh yeah, Coco's an ass, but she's a cool ass. She's an ass that we like. Got some shit in my ear. Anyway, where I was going with this. Anyway, where I was going with this. I'm just going to use what I just talked about, the Ninja Turtles movies, as a segue to talk about something... Yeah, she's an ass we like. I wish I could make... I don't know how to do graphic design, but God, I wish I had it in me to make merch. Because I'd fucking sell Coco, she's an ass we like merch. Anyway. But where I was going with this. I'm going to use Ninja Turtles 1990 as a segue to talk about something related, but still aggravating. So previously on the show, even though Spider, James, whatever you want to be referred to as, you weren't here when I talked about this, but previously on the show, I talked the time in which Disney had the rights to Power Rangers, the rights to the DVDs, and how Disney's DVD releases of Power Rangers were a little aggravating. It can get worse. Anyway, I guess I'll dedicate the rest of the episode to this. So, in 2005, FHE, Family Home Entertainment, okay. Took long enough to get interrupted. Okay then. Okay then, that's quite the sight. Okay, anyway. Okay, fine. I'll show it. Oh, no, not that. There it is. Just Shadow perishing. I don't know what Shadow... Well, I know what Shadow did to you, but... I don't know what Shadow did to the characters of FNAF Plush Adventures, but okay, I guess Shadow wasn't their friend. Anyway. back on topic. Back on topic. In 2005, FHE, or Family Home Entertainment, and Artisan Entertainment. Okay, good. Anyway, Artisan Entertainment in 2005 released this DVD. Now, although it's just labeled Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, this DVD is actually the complete first season of the 1987 show. It contains all 5 episodes from season 1, and interestingly contained 4 episodes from season 10. Kind of weird, in all honesty, but interesting bonus. Especially because season 10 had not been released on home video of any kind at the time. The only way to, I'll get to that, the only way to see any of season 10 was if you taped it off TV, so this was kind of the first official release. Yes, the complete first season was also the first release of season 10 on home video. Okay then. But yeah, contains all 5 episodes from season 1, plus 4 episodes from season 10. I guess we're off to a good start. There's actually, I have seen that video, but I'm still going to give this tangent anyway. I know, I've seen the video, it's a good video, but I'm still going to give the tangent anyway, just because I feel like it. Oh, Jesus, what do you want me to show now? Oh my god, if it's a penis, I swear to God. Oh, okay, thankfully it's not that, but it is Foxy proudly proclaiming how much he hates bunnies. What is wrong with you? I don't know who's more fucked. 17-year-old Spider or... Anyway. Alright. Then the next DVD release was Volume 2, which is basically Season 2. Now, admittedly, I wish they had just called these Season 1 and Season 2, but so far, things are moving along smoothly. So, Volume 2 contains all 13 episodes from Season 2. On one disc. Not the greatest, because, you know, picture quality, ideally, you should have put 6 on one disc, 6 on the other, make it a 2-disc set, but okay. But there's Season 2, or Volume 2. And it is worth noting, eventually, they did re-release this DVD. They did reprint it with the cover artwork altered to actually say Season 2. So it did get re-released with the proper title, but Volume 2, Season 2. Okay? So far, we're moving along smoothly. Then Season 3. Now, I don't own any of these, but Season 3 was released as and spread out over 4 volumes. That was because Season 4 was the longest in the entire series. So Volumes 3, 4, 5, and 6 are all Season 3. Now, eventually, just like how they re-released the Season 2 DVD, eventually they did go back and repackage those 4 volumes as a proper Season 3 DVD. Now, although they did update the disc art and the disc labels, these are the same discs that have been released before. So Season 3 Disc 1 is actually Volume 3. Season 3, Disc 2 is actually Volume 4. Disc 3 is Volume 5. And Disc 4 is Volume 6. But okay, there's Season 3. Interestingly, though, at the end of Volume 6, or Disc 4, is the first episode of Season 4. Okay, then. Okay, now the next several I don't own, so you'll just have to bear with me. But then they went from releasing the DVDs as volumes to seasons. So the next release was not Volume 7, it was Season 4. So you go from Volumes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 to Season 4 and on. Food Fight is unironically a masterpiece. I'll touch upon that at a later date. But anyway. But, yeah. So you go from Volumes 1 through 6 to Seasons 4 and on. There's no consistency. But I much prefer season over volume. Okay, yeah, that I do agree with. Food Fight is one heck of a trip. Anyway. But, back to where I was going. Season 4 was released as a complete season. And just like the Season 4, just like the Season 3 DVDs, Season 4, once again, had the first episode of Season 5. So once again, jumping the gun. And then the rest of the DVDs following it are fairly straightforward. Season 5, Season 6. This next one is interesting. But, oh, and worth noting about the other seasons on DVD, the episodes on the, oh my god. Are we sure you're not gay? I can't stop staring at your tits. I know it's a little distracting, but are we sure? Just, are we 100% sure that you're not gay? You're too young. I've seen and heard worse, but Dragon does raise a good point. It's very distracting. I'm not going to bully you for your spelling, but distracting. I am in bed. That's not a dirty joke. He's just saying he's in bed. Anyway, let's get back on topic. Alright, back on topic. Now, Season 7 was initially released as 4 damn volumes. But, of course, was later condensed down into a complete season set. Now, Season 7 is interesting. All of these DVDs, and that includes both the 4 separate volumes and the complete season, all of these DVDs for Season 7 just mention Season 7. However, these DVDs also, interestingly, contain a separate season where the turtles go to Europe. No mention of that, by the way, on... My TV remote was falling. No mention of that anywhere. Just, I don't know. I don't know what was up with the Season 7 DVDs, but okay. So I guess technically they released 2 seasons at the same time. But they didn't do 7 and 8. They did like 7 and I guess season -1. I don't know. And then after... Oh, Jesus. Anyway. And then... Here's where things got good. Yeah, can we please be on our best behavior? You can say out-of-pocket stuff, but please just behave? Anyway. Wrong platform. Again, I'm not getting mad at you for trying to have a laugh, but Dragon does raise a good point. You are both technically in the right. Spider, you're in the right to crack jokes and have fun. Dragon, you're in the right because this is YouTube, not Brazzers. This is YouTube, not Brazzers. Don't we all raise a bad point? Anyway, but then Lionsgate. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention it's been Lionsgate the whole time. But anyway, then they released the complete season 8. Okay, so now we're getting close to where the show ended. And this just contains 8 episodes, because those last 3 seasons were very short. Just 8 episodes each. Just 8 episodes. But then randomly, after this DVD, Lionsgate stopped. No context, no explanation, nothing whatsoever. It's just after the release of this DVD, Lionsgate just stopped out of nowhere. They got that far, they were this close to the end, and then they just stopped. Until... what year was this? Until... nah, okay. Okay, what year was this? Until... of course the year is in Roman new... half a day. Okay, anyway. Then, randomly, Lionsgate said, oh shit, there's 2 seasons we forgot to release. So then they randomly went back and released the complete season 9, containing, well, the next season and the next 8 episodes. But okay, now we're getting close to the end. Now here's where it gets delightful. Although for this we need to go back a bit earlier in the timeline. So, when Lionsgate released Season 5 on DVD, it was actually missing 2 of the episodes, inexplicably, for no real discernible reason. The 2 missing episodes were Once Upon a Time Machine and Planet of the Turtleoids. No explanation was ever given as to why those episodes were not on the Season 5 DVD, and there definitely was no explanation as to why they were on the Season 10 DVD. But then Lionsgate finally finished the DVDs for the 1987 show. So, the complete final season, containing, of course, Season 10, and the last 8 episodes. I guess technically the last 10 episodes, because it says right here, bonus features, exclusive artist interviews, plus 2 bonus episodes, Once Upon a Time Machine and Planet of the Turtleoids. The 2 episodes that should have been on the Season 5 DVD. Now on Season 10 for some reason. But yeah, at least Lionsgate, or anyone really, what am I reading? Okay, but at least Lionsgate, or anyone really, finished it, albeit they released it in kind of a frustrating glup shitto order, but at least they released it. That's the worst thing I've said. Yeah, indeed it is. So, I'm not going to put you on timeout like I did last time, but could you please just chill out for a minute? Anyway, But where I was going with this. But oh my god. Okay, anyway. Okay, actually, can we... Jesus Christ. Thank you. Okay, I'm addressing this to both of you. I love having you both watch these, and I love seeing you two feed off of each other. Okay, I'm addressing this to both of you. I'm addressing this to Dragon and Spider. I'm addressing this to both of you. I like having you both here to watch these. I like when you feed off of each other, that chaotic energy. But there's a time and a place to make not safe for work jokes. I'm sure somewhere on YouTube is the place. This is not that place. This is definitely not that place. Sure, I might make some jokes on this show, but if you want to say out-of-pocket stuff in general, not dirty, but just out-of-pocket. Okay, like if you want to make 9/11 jokes, go for it. If you want to make jokes about an Austrian painter, go for it. But there are some things that are best left in the closet. Anyway, back to where I was going with this, but yeah. Okay, well, because I just talked the... Oh, yeah, and I would talk the release history of the rest of the Turtle shows on DVD, but we would be here for a while. We would be here for a long time. Okay. I'll check now. Okay, you have a very valid point, so let me respond to that. Okay, I'm gonna put the show on standstill for a minute. Spider, James, whatever. I wouldn't say you're in trouble at all, but let me just clarify something. I'm not mad at you. I'm just the one putting on the funny internet show. I am okay with... Well, I mean, yeah, let's forget about it, but... You don't have to silence yourself. You can still interact. You just need to chill a little. It's okay. Just keep the craziness... Keep it at a TV 14. If this was a TV show, keep it TV 14. Okay? See, at least the crazy shit that I say on camera is only morally crazy, not explicit. I will say, though, my physical appearance right now is kind of exempt. Okay, see, that's a funny joke. That's funny. I'll allow that. Anyway, let's get back to the good times. And let's also try not to kill each other. Anyway, I am legally unable to comment. Understandable. Anyway, let's get back to the good times before we drive face first into a parking tower. Now, I'm going to pass this over to my lovely audience, and I expect them to be civil. What is a show that you two would say has had a frustrating release pattern? Both on DVD and in general. I mean, let's see. I've already talked how hard it is to find My Little Pony Friendship is Spider-Man the Animated Series. Yeah, I did touch upon that one previously. I'm not going to recap the whole thing all over again, but the Batman 2004, yeah, I have heard that one's pretty ass impossible too. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, if you ask me what show I think has had a frustrating release, easy. The Fairly Odd Parents. That's probably not the one you were expecting me to say, but it's one that drives me a little bonkers. Let me explain how. I'm not going to grab all of them off the shelf here. I'm just going to grab this one. So, alright, I'm not going to grab every DVD I have for Fairly Odd Parents. I'm just going to grab this one. But anyway, Fairly Odd Parents. Why do I say this show has had a frustrating release history? Well, yeah, that is true. Separate art from the artist. Yeah, that's something you should always do. Even if the artist is, like, insanely problematic. But anyway, back on topic. Fairly Odd Parents is a show that I'd say has had a pretty frustrating release history. I don't know... Alright. I don't know how good it was over in Canada, or how bad it was over in Canada. You're both right. You are both right. Separate art from the artist most of the time, but not always an excuse. You're both right. Anyway, but okay, yeah, that, again, you have a good point. If the artist is a P word, then you can't really do it. That is a good point. I'm not arguing. That's just a good point. Thankfully, however, Butch is not a P word. He's just a bunch of other problematic things. But for real, let's get back on topic. Now, in terms of streaming and digital, The Fairly Odd Parents is actually pretty easy to come across in that department. Yeah, that's true. Anyway, Fairly Odd Parents is easy to come by in terms of digital and streaming. You know, it's on iTunes. I'm pretty sure it's on Vudu. And of course, it's on Paramount Plus. But if you want to own the show on DVD or VHS or Blu-ray, God forbid, you're in for a roller coaster. Okay, so much like most Nickelodeon shows, The Fairly Odd Parents, for a good majority of its run, mostly got just standalone, one-off compilation. I'll read that in a minute. Anyway, The Fairly Odd Parents, for the majority of its run, just got standalone compilation DVDs with just an odd assortment of episodes. And that's because that's how most Nickelodeon shows were being released on home video at the time, was as just compilation discs and compilation tapes. Fairly Odd Parents was no exception. But then, I want to say it was God, I want to say it was 2008 or 2009, when in the US they released Season 6, Volume 1. Why did they start with Season 6, and why was there never a Season 6, Volume 2? I have no idea. But yeah, there was no Season 6, Volume 2. But in the UK, there was a Season 6 Collector's Edition that had less episodes than Season 6, Volume 1. But anyway, okay, I guess before I continue, I'll read this right here. Let's say Sam Raimi gets arrested tomorrow for things, and you're a Spider-Man fan. Do you disown his Spider films? I respect decisions relating to stuff like that, one of two, but I also feel it's unneeded. I also hate when people say, oh, it was never good to begin with, after the creator is revealed to be such and such. Come on, you're adults. You couldn't have said it any better. That is just completely dead on. But back to this. But then, in 2011, I assume, to coincide with the 10th anniversary, they began releasing these exclusively on Amazon and other online storefronts, but primarily Amazon. The Fairly Odd Parents, Season 1, two-disc set. That's another one that I do agree with. Anyway, containing, I assume, every episode from Season 1. But see, this ain't no ordinary DVD release. Note on the spine here, it's got this like generic logo instead of the actual DVD logo. Same on the back. And on the barcode here, it's kind of hard to see, but on the barcode, manufactured by Amazon.com, Columbia, South Carolina. Yeah, what that means is, basically, the Fairly Odd Parents DVDs, the season sets that they began releasing, are not regular DVDs. They're DVD-Rs. Meaning they basically just ran out to Walmart, bought a bunch of recordable DVDs, and then burned the episodes on there. So there's no bonus content of any kind. They didn't even port over anything from any previous releases, which they could have easily done. And the other thing with DVD-Rs is that they're much lower quality. Shut up. Is that they're much lower quality. You better be talking about Vanilla Ice Cream and not... Okay, anyway. But, yeah, DVD-Rs, much lower quality. Okay, thank you for clarifying. Thank you. Vanilla Ice. I mean, we were just talking about turtles, but anyway. But yeah, so no bonus features, just the episodes, which I like having bonus content, but I'm honestly okay with it. But they're just DVD-Rs. They're just recordable DVDs, essentially. So, no bonus features, just the episodes, and them being DVD-Rs and not professionally pressed discs, that means they're much lower quality than what you would buy at like Walmart, Target, not Best Buy anymore, but retail. Oh God, what? Where did I just put... Oh, never mind, there it is. What? Oh, wowsies. Forganernant. Anyway, I'm not gay, Greg. Okay, anyway. But yeah. So then they began releasing Fairly Odd Parents as full seasons on Amazon. As just burn on demand, made on demand, DVD-Rs, no bonus features, just the episodes, and ungodly overpriced, too. They're like 20 to 30 apiece. Oh, and you want to know what's amazing about the Amazon loaded diaper? I love how now we're just... I love Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Anyway. Oh, by the way, minor... I hate that I'm doing this, but slight correction. That's loaded, L-O-D-E-D, diaper, D-I-P-E-R. The... I'm not reading that on camera. Absolutely not. Okay, but anyway. But that's how they were releasing the full seasons. But you want to know what's amazing about those? You want to know what's amazing? The Season 6 DVD that was exclusive to Amazon also did not contain the full season. So... you'll get the plastic So, let's see. You can get Season 6 Volume 1, but that does not contain the full season. Or if you lived in the UK, you could get the Season 6 Collector's Edition, which has less episodes than Season 6 Volume 1. Or if you go on Amazon, you can get Season 6, but it also does not contain the full season. Hey, Nickelodeon, you own the show. What the fuck? Oh, and these DVDs go up to... These DVDs go up to Season 8. They never did go back and release... Yeah, I am a collector's edition on my own. And I used to be somebody's collector's edition, but... Okay, TMI, but I'm gonna let that slide just this once, but never again. Okay, advice taken. I will not. I retract and redact that laughter. Okay, anyway. I'm assuming you meant to say hole and it came out Woggle. Anyway, but you know what? I'm just gonna... Okay, yeah. That's what... I was a little confused for a second. But, yeah. I must clarify, the following joke is in itself a joke. I don't mean it to be unironic. Sorry for doing that. It will happen again. Again, that's a joke. I'm not saying that to be serious, that is a joke. Back to the show. But, the Amazon exclusive DVDs go up to Season 8. And weirdly enough, I'm okay with that. Normally, when they do that, they release a TV show on anything, and then they stop right before they reach the end. Normally, that would drive me a little insane. And truth be told, I do wish they would have finished off the DVDs, but... considering how the last two seasons of The Fairly Odd Parents were, yeah, weirdly enough, I'm kind of okay with them never releasing seasons 9 and 10. Is it stupid? Perhaps. Don't call me. Don't come by my... Okay? That's funny, but that's not... But it's not funny. That's funny, but thank you for keeping the joke clean. Much appreciated. There's a Diary of a Wimpy Kid joke that's clean. Chris Chan. Okay, you know what? This is meant to be a TV 14 show, but don't call anybody. That was a joke. Okay, but Chris Chan. You know what? This may be a somewhat clean show, but we can joke about Chris Chan all we want. I mean, we can't mention what Chris Chan did, but we can joke about him. But anyway. But weirdly enough, I'm okay with them skipping over seasons 9 and 10 just because those are kind of poopy. But yeah, The Fairly Odd Parents on DVD. Oh yeah, and I guess we'll throw this in as well. They did also... Jesus Christ. Okay, anyway. Again, that's funny. Anyway. Now, I guess while we're on the top, I'm a fat. No, I'm not. I'm skinny. Anyway. Now, I guess while we're on the topic of... I love how this just dissolved into Fairly Odd Parents and Diary of a Wimpy Kid. All we need is the Gerber Life commercial and we'll have perfected the trifecta. Oh yeah, the timing there was impeccable. I completely forgot to... I really want to believe that timing was coincidental, but that was too good. That was too good. And you know what? I will let it slide. What time? It's a house coat, actually, but that was some amazing... That was peak comedic timing. You know what? That's questionable, but I'll let it slide. That genuinely was funny. Anyway. Not saying it was okay, but it was hilarious. Okay, anyway. While we're on the topic, the Fairly Odd movies were also released on Amazon on both DVD and Blu-ray. Notice the long pause I just threw in there? How are you so skinny? You eat so much food? Even I don't know. At most, I've gained like a bit of width, but it's barely noticeable. I'm still the same fucking twig I've always been. Which means, of course, I'm perfect for Redacted. Anyway. No, that is not a dirty joke. I had to clarify that was not a dirty joke for many, many reasons. In fact, it's not a dirty joke. It's actually one of those jokes that entirely relies on the viewer's imagination. Too small for, or perfect size for what? It's up to your imagination. But anyway, who asked for these on Blu-ray? You're perfect for... I love how we're just out here quoting Wimpy Kid. I'm okay with... Anyway, yeah, who asked for these movies on Blu-ray? I say as somebody who owns this one, but who asked? I guess they're neat little oddities, but who asked? Let go, baby hippo. Again, I don't have anything to comment about these. Just There are some things I get releasing on Blu-ray, and then there's the Drake Bell Fairly Odd movies. Why did these get Blu-rays? Oh, and of course, just like the season sets... Yep, that's completely true. Anyway, and of course, just like the DVDs, these are made on demand. They're burned, not pressed. And they're completely bare bones, just the movies. Although I'm pretty sure the Blu-ray for Grow Up Timmy Turner had bonus content. But I don't own it. I just own this one. But there's... shit. There is a history of the Fairly Odd Parents on DVD. We talk Ninja Turtles, we talk Fairly Odd Parents. Okay, is there anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Grow Up Timmy Turner was stupid. Well, it's the nostalgic kind of stupid, but that doesn't excuse its quality in any way. Not the good kind of stupid. I agree kind of stupid. I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. Okay, switch the words around. I'm not disappointed, I'm just mad, and that's me towards everyone now. Okay, anyway. Alright, but we talked the Fairly Odd Parents quite a bit. So let's talk something that's not Nickelodeon. NG. I just had to stop myself from going there. There was a certain thing I wanted to say because Ninja Turtles, but I had to stop myself. Wasn't dirty. Anyway, but where I was going with this, so we just talked TV shows. I'm not responding to that one right there, even though it's semi-clean. I'm still not responding to that. Anyway, if we want to talk TV shows, so on this show, I've talked plenty of TV shows that have frustrating, baffling, and bewildering DVD releases. But if you want to talk a TV show that has a fair... Can I say Willy Wonka? Honestly, yeah, because here's a question. Who's up wonking up they Willy? If it was possible for a joke to be both dirty and clean at the same time, that would be it. Who's up wonking up they Willy? Who's up? Oh, looks like Dragon's wonking up they Willy. That's delicious. That's scrumdiddlyunctious. It's a wonkin' time. Okay, anyway, back on topic. Now, on this show, we've talked plenty of baffling, bewildering, and frustrating... Jeez. Okay, yeah, I was asking for that one. I was asking for that. Anyway, on this show, we've talked plenty of baffling, bewildering, and frustrating TV show and movie releases on DVD. So let's talk one that's fairly straightforward. I said G's, not cheese. Alright, hang on. I cannot type to save my life. Alright. It's midnight. We all know what time that we've... Jesus Christ. Alright, we all know what time it is. It's time for the only segment that has carried over from the version of this show that does not exist anymore. The funny image. Here's Caesar rocking that do. He slays. Well, anyway, I guess alternatively you could call this the part of the show where we slowly start to wind down. But anyway. Oh, by the way, did you know that the last day of 2018 was 2018 days ago? Anyway. Okay, but let's get back on topic. If we want to talk a TV show that actually has had a you know, I'll let that slide. That's just so absurd. Just reading that's so absurd that I'm just gonna let that slide. Yeah, SpongeBob has, for the most part. Sure, there was the issue with the episode Help Wanted, but that was later resolved. The first time, you know, they would later put Help Wanted on the Season 3 DVD, and then when they released the first 100 episodes DVD with the first 5 seasons, they placed Help Wanted where it belongs with Season 1. Another show that I think has had a straightforward release on DVD, Scrubs. Complete first season, complete second season, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth. I'm too lazy to go grab the others that I got. Spider-Man, the new animated series. That one too. Was on a 2. Yeah, that one too. But I guess it was kind of a short show, so that was probably why. Just because it was so short. I guess. I don't know. I feel like I'm on drugs whenever I love how I feel like I'm on drugs whenever I do this show. Like, you know what? I know what you said earlier, forget about he who shall not be named, but I think I prefer doing this show for you two over him. Because y'all two's energy is just always on point. Even if sometimes that energy gets a little out of hand. Okay, but anyway, what I was saying originally. But yeah, those are some shows that have had pretty straightforward DVD releases. But anyway, I'm going to use that as a segue into the next part of this episode. So, on last night's episode, I said that I... Okay, on last night's episode, I said that I pretty much burned through Hardassa. I'm respecting your privacy by knocking, but asserting my authority as your father by coming in anyway. Anyway, alright. On the previous episode of this show, I said, after exhausting through our previous DVD and Blu-ray unboxings, that we only had one unboxing left. That being Scrubs Season 8. Been putting this one off for a while, been meaning to unbox it. But I was thinking to myself last night, okay, I don't have any others that I need to... Next time, Miss... Anyway, but I was thinking to myself, okay, I should be done after this one, right? So I went to Target earlier, and I grabbed something. Only one item, $15. Dream Scenario on Blu-ray, starring everyone's favorite Birdman, Nicolas Cage. Meet the man of your dreams. Oh, I did, and I hate him. But, yeah. So now we have 2 sealed movies. What is wrong with me? And I guess we'll look at this real quick. So, this film released in theaters last year. I didn't get to see it in theaters because it was like a super limited run, and it conflicted with a bunch of other titles, but pretty simplistic cover, but the good kind of simplistic. Pure comedy gold. Nicolas Cage has never been funnier. Blu-ray plus DVD plus digital. There is no 4K release of this, but then again, pretty much none of the A24 movies get 4K disc releases. In fact, I'm pretty sure the only ones that have so far are Talk to Me, Civil War, Uncut Gems, and Everything Everywhere. I'm pretty sure those are the only ones. The rest are all Blu-ray and DVD. And Uncut Gems wasn't even released by Lionsgate on 4K. That one was handled by Criterion. But anyway, Nick Cage himself, Dream Scenario, Blu-ray, DVD, A24, Lionsgate. Same on the others, Spine. Be Back. Bonus features include deleted scenes, audio commentary with writer-director Christopher Burgoli, however you say that name, Dream Like Nobody's Watching featurette, and trailers. Not a lot of content, but good content. Yeah, Lionsgate is one of those that's still pretty good when it comes to DVD and Blu-ray bonus features. Even the more basic releases like this, they usually include something, which I do like. They could easily just cheap out and not include anything other than the movie, but I like that they make the purchase feel more substantial. But okay. Oh, okay. See you next time, Dragon. No worries. If you want to catch up on this, it's okay. No need to apologize. If you need to go, that's okay. If you want to catch up on this episode, you can do so with the archive. Should be up tomorrow. But see ya. See you next time. Have a day. Later, Nick. Okay. I guess I'll acknowledge what Spider said here. Knuckles made me disappointed in the film universe. I enjoyed Knuckles, but I can see why. I mean, do I think it's a great show? No, but I do enjoy it for what it is. I think it could have been better, but for what it is, I do like it. But I can see why perhaps it would make you a little disappointed. Really, I wouldn't say that I'm disappointed in the Sonic film universe. I liked it, but I just felt horrible after. Yeah, that makes sense. Really, I wouldn't say that I'm disappointed with Knuckles or the film universe right now. It kind of just feels like it's, even though it was just getting started, it kind of feels like it's already over. Like, the first Sonic movie was like the unexpected runaway success smash hit. Nobody thought it would be a hit, but then it was. Sonic 2 was the anticipated sequel, but it just kind of came and went. Like, once it, not only did it come and go from theaters pretty fast, despite being a big box office success, but it just went through its whole cycle pretty fast. Like, here it is in theaters, and then like a month later, alright, and then like a month later, here it is on Paramount Plus, and then here's the Blu-ray. And then everyone just kind of stopped talking about it, and then Knuckles, well, here we are now. And in Sonic 3, it just feels like they forgot they're making a movie. Alright, but what does this say? It's because I see the tone they're going for, and they keep ramping it up. It's just a tone I'm not interested in. I do agree, honestly. If you ask me personally, okay, I'm trying to word this, okay, I do like the silly tone they went for, given the characters, like the pairing of Knuckles and Wade. In that sense, the goofy, silly tone fits. But as a part of the larger universe, it really doesn't. In fact, if they wanted to make, I don't know, actually, not to totally change the subject, but this is what it feels like with Knuckles. Yeah, that. Alright, I'm trying to think of how to word this, but I get it. Knuckles feels like they had two ideas. Yeah, like that. Even though I don't watch shonen anime, but anyway. But Knuckles feels like they had two ideas for two separate shows. And it feels like they had two separate teams. This team of writers over here was making a Green Hills miniseries focused on the human characters that, while still connected to the films, is only loosely connected and is much sillier in tone. And then this team over here had just started their work on Knuckles. The Green Hills team got further along. Paramount busted through the door, and rather than picking one over the other or saying, you come first, you come second, they consolidated the two. That's what it feels like. It feels like they were making a Green Hills show and then retroactively scooped Knuckles into it. Dragon Ball, One Piece, Attack on Titan. I haven't watched any of those, but I get where you're coming from. And I never will watch any of those, because One Piece is too long, and Dragon Ball is Guess Who. Oh yeah, Guess Who made me watch a video explaining Dragon Ball one time. This is gonna sound really rude, but I watched the whole thing on 2 times playback speed. Because I just could not. I just could not make myself sit through that. And then by the time it was said and done, I don't even think I finished it. And then I never did end up watching Dragon Ball. Maybe there's a reason my ass got dumped. I know that sounds really awful. Am I going to heaven? Because it doesn't look like it. But anyway, back on topic. But yeah, I thought I was done with the DVD and the Blu-ray unboxings and said, okay, I can do Scrubs, then I'm done for a while. Then I went to Target and grabbed Dream Scenario, and the god just said, fuck you, bitch. So yeah, I guess we're going to leave it up to a poll. Which one do I open on tonight's episode? Whichever one I choose, the next one's getting saved for the next episode. You don't really care about this specific portion of the show, but it's still worth asking. And then after that, if there's enough time, I might ramble. The Sonic 2 super fight was the best scene in the film unit. Yeah, I agree. I've heard that before, but I agree. It's like we got this close to feeling like Sonic the Hedgehog. I don't need to finish past that. Feels so much later than just 12:16 a.m. Alright. That too. Okay, yeah. In fact, hot take. I actually really like... Listen, do I prefer game-accurate Eggman / Robotnik? Absolutely. Do I still love the design they went for in the first movie and the origin? Absolutely. And I kind of wish he kept that suit, that design, just a little bit longer. Because I just like it that much. It just looks nice. Looks cool. Alright. Yeah. Yeah. Really, I think the movie designs for all the characters so far just kind of eclipse the game designs. Also, hey, look at that. We finally... I mean, they're my preferred designs, too. At least if you ask me, I prefer big, bulky Knuckles over Tweebuckus over here. Seriously. I look at movie Knuckles and I think, yeah, that's Knuckles. I look at game, specifically modern Knuckles, and I think, that's Tweebuckus. Okay, yeah, that needs to be... Did I just go deaf? Okay, oh, I was about to start panicking for a second. Oh, I was about... Oh, God, okay. I had some wax in my ear. I had some wax in my ear and, like, all the sound just went away. I was about to start panicking. Oh, my God. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Okay, but I had wax in my ear, and like all the sound in the room just went away. I thought I went deaf for a second, and I was about to fucking panic. I thought I had finally hit that stage. of suffering. Okay. Yeah, sucks. I'm probably still going to unbox one of these on camera in a minute, but handing this over to you, audience. You know what? Random, but on my mind. How do you like to... Do you sleep with or without a blanket at night? Just wondering. Take your time responding to that. I have 3 light blankets and a heavy blanket. I'm too lazy to go grab it, but lately at night I've been sleeping with this red blanket that's like kind of thick, not heavy, not weighted, but just kind of thick, as well as a body pillow. It's actually a pregnancy pillow that's supposed to be for pregnant women, but it's comfortable. And a fan, because I always... You see it in the corner of the screen here, the ceiling fan going? Audience, I always sleep with the fan on. I just know I'm going to be damn boiling without it. Any other little preferences you have, audience? Because I'm kind of bone dry on thoughts at the moment. When is... Oh, kind of random, but when is Rex's next appearance? Kind of random, but glad you asked. Okay, there's a video I do want to make. I'm not sure if it'll be out. I want it to be out this Tuesday, but if not, then it'll probably be out next. So not this Tuesday coming up, but next one. But the next video I'm working on, well, next of 3, but next primary that I want to get made, which should be up this coming Tuesday. I'll provide further details shortly, but sooner than later is his next appearance. I swear it won't be every video. It's basically just whenever I feel the character deserves to speak. Okay. My ass hurts. Well, I mean, I did just say my ass hurts, and you, the audience, know. I'm not going to say no about what, in case other viewers catch this, but you know, so... How often do you hear someone say something, and any other person would find it weird, but you're just like, I get it? Because for me, that'd be every damn day you speak. I mean that in a good way. Rex was made by an ancient deity who passed in a war against a robot army. That is going in the notes. So let me write that down in my notes. New bit of lore. Okay. Ever played... what was I saying? Ever played The Desolate Hope? The main character is a coffee mug. And I think Rex should be like him, and the world around should be like Desolate Hope. I have never played Desolate Hope, but I like what you're picking up. I like what you're cooking. I'm still going to work with the current iteration of him, just kind of as a basis for that, but I like what you're cooking. I want you to guess who made the game. Scott Cawthon. I knew it. I had to have known it was Scott Cawthon. Also Discord, I will check now. Thanks for the Wikipedia page on coffee. I will check that whenever. Alright. I gotta take this house coat off because it's getting pretty hot in here. Even with the air conditioning running, it's hot in here, so I do need to take this off. Plus, I mean, the show's almost over for tonight anyway. Three, two, one, panic attack. God. If Zooey Mama wasn't copyrighted, I would make that a line of merch. Okay, even though it is... I just went into complete shutdown mode. Okay. Shit. I love when I start... Okay. How serious are you being right now? No, serious. Audience, how serious are you being? It can go in either direction. How serious are you being? Not really. I should have figured. But again, swings in either direction, hence why I asked. Alright. Just being a weird, low-budget comedian for a birthday party. So if you're the weird, low-budget comedian at a birthday party, what does that make me? I'm not reading that. Alright. I'm gonna read it, but I have to censor it. I just get paid to say "Zooey Mama" when a kid around the house misbehaves. I had to censor it just in case. Alright. It's, in this instance, it's not I want to keep the show clean. Zooey naked. Mother of God. What is wrong with you? Oh. Just typing up the caption. Yeah, that is true. So you better behave for the next episode. If we want Dragon to keep coming back, then you better behave. I know it seems hard, but please try. Hoof job. I just said it. I just said hoof job. I just said... You know, that's a face Choco would say quite a bit. But there, I said it. Hoof job. Okay. It is 12:34 a.m. My God. No, you're better than him. Anyway, it is 12:34 a.m. We are at 94 minutes. Oh. Alright. It's... Okay. It is a coconut. Alright, it is 12:34 a.m. We're at 94 minutes. Yeah, that was Joe Biden. Okay, anyway. 94 minutes. Okay. Even though it's getting a little late, I think we have time for, again, even though it's getting late, I feel like we have time for a product unboxing before we have to wrap up for tonight, so pick one and I'll do it. Even though you don't personally, I'm EP. You can go EP after this next segment. It'll be as quick as I can make it, so. Yeah, I guess we'll do a product unboxing before Scrubs McRub. Scrubs McRub, that's a new one. Scrubs I don't know why that was funny. Alright. 1 second and I'll get to it. Alright. Let me get the setup ready. There we go. Now, we're ready. Alright. My apologies for the delay there. Okay. Even though it's getting a little late, we're still going to wrap up the episode with this anyway. Tonight's DVD unboxing, Scrubs, the complete 8th season. I would say where this is available, but to my knowledge, you cannot currently purchase it. At least brand new. You can get it used various places, but in terms of like new copies, I don't know if any new copies are being produced. But seasons 1 through 7 plus 9 are still readily available. So, there's that at least. The unboxing. Oh hey look, I didn't need to do 7 do-overs of that. What is it that I always say? Remember, kids, always use the appropriate box cutting utensils. Cannot stress that enough. Even though I do kind of have to bullshit this one a little bit. I can't actually see that from over here, so I'll read it in a minute. There we go. There we go. It's taking me a little bit there. I apologize if this has taken a while. How do you... Oh. I'll investigate this later. I'll investigate that later. Oh, that's funny. It's double sealed. That's funny. That's funny. It's double sealed. Double the plastic, double the wrap. There we fucking... There we go. I apologize if this has taken a while. Oh. That just fell right out. Okay. There we go. There we go. That was an ungodly long time to be doing this. A lot of stuff here. Will this also fit in the case? Looks like it will. Not really. Not really. Okay, so that just kind of has to sit somewhere else. Oh my god, okay. That finishes the longest DVD unboxing probably ever. Now, what does this say? I'll take that as a compliment. Okay, honestly, after a lot of harassment, I'll take that as a compliment. Okay. I'm getting tired. So okay. I am not reading that on camera. Absolutely not. Okay, anyway. I'm getting tired and it's getting late, so I absolutely will wrap up this episode after this. But here's a closer look at Scrubs: The Complete 8th Season on DVD. Three-disc set, episodes 1 through 7, 8 through 15, and 16 through 19, plus bonus features. I miss when DVDs used to be this pretty. And also, packaged alongside it was this ABC Starter Kit, Everything You Need to Know. Get caught up on your favorite ABC shows and you'll be ready for the new fall season. The ABCs of your favorite shows. Each starter kit is packed with everything you need to know, including character highlights, story recaps, and fun facts. I might look at this on a future stream. I don't know, that might be a good stream, going through the ABC starter kit. That might be a good one. But anyway, it's getting late. So, I think we're going to wrap this up here. Is there anything you would like to say before we wrap up this episode? Anything you'd like to say before we wrap up this show? Anything at all? Nope. Okay, guess we're good. So, yeah, that concludes tonight's episode. Come back tomorrow for more. More what? Just more. So, that's all the time we have for tonight. But remember, eat your cereal, go to bed, to be continued. God made you special, and He loves you very much. Good night, and